catch 2 moles at the time.
Did you ever catch a white?
No, I've catched a sandy one and a proper mole colour. But I know old Brownie, he catched 2 along at the bank here 1 week.
Yeah, I know. I saw one of them. I never catched a white in the town.
No, I think they must have whitewashed them. I think that a little bit.
I think old Brownie whitewashed before he showed us. Don't you?
I shouldn't be surprised.
Merry Christmas!
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Hello there,
the community. Hello.
I don't know if that video just worked there. We were trying to have some moles. Let's play it again. I'm not sure it worked.
Catch 2 moles at once.
No, I never ain't ever catch 2 moles at the time.
Did you ever catch a white?
No, I've catched a sandy one and a proper mole colour. But I know old Brownie, he catched 2 along at the bank here 1 week.
Yeah, I know. I saw one of them. I never catched a white in the town.
No, I think they must have whitewashed them. I think that a little bit.
I think old Brownie whitewashed before he showed us.
Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised.
A couple of lads there talking about their mole catching. A couple of mole catchers. What a way to earn a living, eh?
Absolutely. I think old Brownie must have whitewashed them. Oh, surprise me. I don't know Brownie.
You know what Brownie's like?
I'd say whether that was better than the Mortimer Whitehouse Christmas special. That 45 seconds that we just saw.
That, yeah.
Maybe that's what inspires them. I don't know.
Maybe they should switch from fishing, because they've been doing that for quite a few years now, and switch it to mole catching. I'd be really interested in that, because mole catching is something I don't know much about.
Or even ratting. Gone ratting with
ratting with Whitehouse and Mortimer, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to check my settings here. I'm just going to check my settings, Brownie.
Well, check my bloody settings.
I can't even know. I don't know how to set my fucking settings. We've done this many times before, but anyway, you having a good day?
It's been all right, yeah. I mean, it's not easy. My mother-in-law here, she's like really annoying woman. But I've managed to, it's just nice to get out for a bit before. In 30 years, I've not once like snapped at her.
Yes.
But I feel that sooner or later it might happen. So, but I don't want it to. So it's just nice to get into the Vita Modular and connect with people who are less annoying. Hey, how's your day been going?
It's been really good. Just plugging my microphone in here.
What have you eaten so far?
I had a Sunday dinner.
Right.
Oh, hang on. I've got problems here. I've got technical problems. Fucking hell! What's this speaker? Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, is that working? It seems to be. Can you hear me? Can I hear you?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear. I mean, I can. I assume that the listeners can as well. If you can't, say in the comments. Just tell us now in the comments, in the chat, how Andy is coming through to you.
We've got our biggest ever live audience.
You sound tremendous. It says you sound tremendous.
And, it's all gone to shit.
No, mate, they can. Everyone can hear you. Everyone can hear you. Everyone can hear me. Can you hear me, Andy? Maybe you can't. I think Andy can't hear us. So
no, I can't hear you, Sam. This is a problem. We've got a problem here. I can't hear you.
All right. Let me see where I am. Audio. Yeah, I'm on my mic. Hello.
Oh, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Okay. We're all right.
Right.
We're all right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Someone will point out that it looks like a big dick at some point.
Yeah.
There we go. That's standard stuff. I had my Christmas dinner. I had my Christmas dinner solo for one, with most of the trimmings, not all of the trimmings.
What trimmings were missing?
I'm not a Broadmoor patient. I didn't have any parsnips, for example. What I did have Yorkshire puddings, which is
non-traditional. We have that at our house too. Yeah.
If you want Yorkshire puddings, have Yorkshire puddings.
Have them. I do them every year, but we're veggie, so for us, that's sort of like just the supplement to the meal that you got to have.
Yeah, of course. Go just take whatever you can get.
You do pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I had these a couple of turkey parcels that were wrapped in bacon and had stuffing in them that were held together by and cooked. So I had them, carrots, peas, pigs in blankets, roast potatoes, turkey gravy, that was, and then a trifle for afters.
I made a turkey. I'm vegetarian, have been for several years now, as you know. I bought a turkey. It weren't cheap. And yesterday, I spent a great deal of time prepping this turkey, right? I didn't just whack this in the oven. I remember I used to cook it when I made turkey and when I ate turkey, you know, so I spent a long time basting it. I made stuffing from scratch, right?
Right.
I also made a meat gravy yesterday in advance, for which I used, because I couldn't cook the turkey yesterday. I got chicken wings, roasted them, got the juices, combined them. The reason I'm telling you all of this, right, is I went to great lengths to make a load of meat, even though I myself am not a meat eater. The main reason I did it was for my cantankerous and moody mother-in-law.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law said after I spent a lot of yesterday working, this morning been cooking and grafting, and she said something along the lines of, I think my mum's here, and my mum and her have a strange relationship. They're quite different.
Do they get along?
They do. I mean, she's basically relentlessly rude and belittling to my mum, but my mum just sort of smiles through it and just takes it, sort of thing, right? There's a lot of sort of, my mum wants to watch, you know, the EastEnders Christmas special, and my mother-in-law's a bit like, what is it, EastEnders? Is that a soap opera? Oh, I can't say I ever watched that sort of thing, right? A lot of sort of like condescending cuntiness, you might call it, right?
Let's come back to the soap operas in a moment. I have something to say.
Okay, all right.
Please continue.
So she said, look at Len. My mum said, look at Len out there. He was out in the garden doing something. He looks so much like Sam. He even moves like Sam. And my mother-in-law said, really? I don't know. I don't really know Sam very well, which is one of her recurring tropes. And I said, yeah, I said to her, yeah, that's right. I've only known you 30 years. She went, well, I suppose so, but I don't know how you move. I've never seen you move. I said, what do you mean by that? She went, well, when I come round here, you're just sat on your ass usually.
You need to
I said,
move
what,
more.
for 30 years? I thought, I've been fucking cooking you fucking turkey for the last fucking 48 hours, you miserable cow.
Have we told her that you've got bad back? You can't move that much.
Anyway, it's bollocks anyway. I'm fucking... Anyway, this is what I've had to been putting up with, that kind of like pointless remark.
I'm glad we've set this up for you to be able to have
get it off my chest. Get it off my chest.
Back in.
Rumpelstiltskin is not with me for Christmas. No, he's just not invited. He knows that. So my mum comes, but he's got his own kids. So he goes and I assume he's with them somewhere. Rumpelstiltskin's got his own fucking kids, hasn't he?
Does he not see you as a kid, one of his kids?
No, he fucking doesn't.
What about your dad? Where's your dad?
I think he's around my brothers. He'll be around one of my brothers probably. But oh yeah, my brother Theo, I've been meaning to tell you about this. There's been a spoon power play. Let me just quickly run this past you before we get on to the other great content, right? So it was my mum's 80th a couple of weeks ago, right? And we all had to bring stuff, right? It was at some local sort of little venue that we hired out. And I brought a load of fucking serving spoons because no one had thought, where everyone was bringing food, no one thought to bring spoons to serve it with. So I don't know if you remember, Andy, but we've talked about this in the past. So I've got these huge fucking serving spoons. I'm pretty sure I've shown them to you before, that I've often used for serving chips out of a bowl with. They're like this long with the spoon on the end of it is like this big. They're great fucking spoons. I've told you, people who've been listening to this show for a while.
They're fucking extra.
They're fucking extra spoons. I got 2 of them, right? Then on top of that, I got 3 normal serving spoons, like this tall, right? Anyway, I brought them all to this thing. I'm prepping Christmas about 4 days ago. I'm just going through everything I'm going to need for Christmas Day. And I'm thinking, right, serving spoons. And I've realised I haven't seen them since my mum's 80th. So I sent a message to the family group chat going, "Oi, has anyone got my fucking serving spoons? Because I haven't seen them since that party. I think someone must have accidentally took them, right?" My sister-in-law has gone, "Sorry, I think we've got one of them here." So as a joke, I've gone, "Well, I hope you're fucking happy because my kids have had to be serving themselves food with normal sized spoons for the last 3 weeks, right?" Obviously, it's a joke. Next thing I know, my brother Theo has sent me a screenshot of Amazon and just written "Merry Christmas." The cunt sent me like a set of serving spoons.
Oh, God.
Is that nice or is it a power play, Andy?
It's
A spoon power play.
How good were the spoons that he sent you? Have they arrived
They're
yet?
decent. Yeah, they've come.
They're good. Are
And
they
I
better
tell you
than the
this
ones
much
you've got?
as well. I haven't yet sent him a thank you because I didn't ask for these fucking spoons.
Oh, you want to consult me first?
I thought I'm not going to say thank you or not thank you until I've discussed this on Top Flight Time Machine with Andy.
On Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Mm.
Here we go.
Right.
A few people got back and said, okay, Alex Bug says power play. Billy War says nice spoon power play. Nigel Adderley, infantile behaviour from Theo. Yeah, well said, Nigel. That everyone agrees this is a power play, but Andy, I take your word as final. So what's your ruling on this?
That's a power play.
It's a fucking power play, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was such an overreaction. I was just joking. I was like, fuck's sake, where are my spoons? And he's just like, oh God, how petty. Here you go. I bought you some fucking spoons.
Because I can afford them. It's not a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe in your little world, losing a couple of spoons is a big deal. Not to me.
I could have sent you a spooner of it in a fucking Uber, but I just
Not
thought I'd
to a
send you
guy
a new
who
one.
made Sainsbury's adverts in the 90s. Yeah, so
Ooh.
I don't think I will be thanking him for them. I'll see him tomorrow. If he brings it up, I'll go, yeah, I've got the spoons. What do you want me to say? I didn't fucking ask for them.
Yeah, don't thank him for something that were yours originally to not
Exactly.
be taken away from you.
Fucking right, yeah.
How many's in the set? Is it more than you had before?
Well, he got one set of like 3 like normal sized ones, and then when he sent me the screen grab, I wrote back, this is all going on publicly on the family group chat. I've gone, thanks, but 2 of those spoons were much fucking bigger, and I Google imaged them, right, and sent them, and then he sent one of them as well. So I got one set of 3, and then I got one large one, and the large one, I must say, it is fucking good. It is a good. I'll put it on the Patreon later. It is a good spoon.
Sending the extra spoon, I think, tips it in the realm of humour. I think. I don't know, but it's good fun. It's good content. I was going to say
spoon power played, and he's hiding it. He's using a cloak of humour.
Yeah. There's a bit of all sorts going on.
Yeah.
I was going to say Christmas Day soaps, which your mother will not be interested in, but fuck me, Coronation Street.
My mother-in-law, my mother wants to watch all of them, and then that's the thing. My mum wants to watch all of them, and my mother-in-law's like, "What is a soap opera? Isn't there an Israeli drama on?"
If your mum's anything like me, she's going to be on tenterhooks right now because of what happened in Coronation Street last night, right at the end. Has it been spoken about at all in your? Has she mentioned it?
No, she hasn't mentioned because no one else here is like, we didn't watch it last night, but she would have done. She doesn't miss any of it.
Oh, you can go and talk to her about it afterwards. You know that Gail, what's her name? Gail Platt, Gail Tilsley is leaving after 50 years on Coronation Street. She's leaving today, I think. Last night it ended with her sitting in her little house where she's lived for fucking forever. And do you remember that guy Richard Hillman who murdered everybody? He was played by the guy who was the teacher in Grange Hill.
I know who that is. Yeah, I know. I've got some info about him, but we'll talk about that another time.
I believe you have. You've said it before, but we'll have it again. Brian Capron left Corrie when he drove his car into the canal with Gail and their kids in it. They all escaped.
He fucking mad. Yeah.
He appeared in a fucking living room last night, drenched and covered in weeds.
What a vision.
Yeah, well, we don't know. A vision, a ghost, the actual Richard Hillman.
It must be a fucking vision. This is like when Dirty Den came back that time.
Yeah. Well, he came back from the dead for real, didn't he?
Oh, my God.
Richard Hillman.
That geezer is a fucking... That actor's a fucking character from what I've heard. He's a real piece of work.
I cannot wait. What do you know? Tell us stuff.
No, I actually can't because some of it was a little bit libelous. But let's just put it this way. The characterization I've heard of him from mutual associates is extremely Roy Race. Extremely Roy
Brilliant.
Race.
Good.
Yeah.
You could tell me off screen.
Apparently he
somewhere.
lives down in Brighton.
Okay.
Or at least he
Well,
did,
let's
yeah.
not judge him for that.
No.
So yeah, he reappeared, drenched and covered in aqua foliage. I guess is the best way to describe it.
Like Swamp Thing, that character
like
from the graphic
Thing.
novels, yeah.
Meanwhile, on EastEnders, they've gone low this year. The main storyline appears to be a missing USB stick, which has got some evidence on it that Cindy Beale has been cheating on Ian.
Not again. That's shit. That's what they're fucking the 1989 called. They want their fucking storyline back. She's been cheating on him since the fucking 80s, mate.
Exactly. He's just got to be assuming that she is by default. And who the fuck uses a USB stick in 2024? Fucking save it in the cloud.
My mate used to go out with Cindy Beale. You know him as well. You know Jay.
Yeah.
You know Jay.
Oh yeah.
He used to date her.
Well, hey,
I know.
good lad.
Dark horse, isn't he?
Definitely. Brilliant. Speaking of ITV, would you like to have a little look and maybe attempt some kind of live deep dive into a segment from the 1992 Stars in Their Eyes, I believe, Christmas special?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's get it on the screen and see what happens. Oh, it's the wrong one. Right one.
92, did you say?
1992.
It's Christmas time.
Oh, wonderful.
Shirley Bassey.
Look at the eyes. It's all in the eyes when you're
All in the
Bassey.
eye.
I remember this guy. He won loads.
King Cole, is he?
Nat King Cole, yeah. He won it. That's Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond.
Not lackluster, I would say. Who's that? Barbara Dickinson.
Barbara Dixon. Rosemary.
It's a bow.
Oh, it's Cliff.
That's
Sounds
Cliff.
like him.
It's good, yeah. He's got the teeth, doesn't he?
Hell.
Yeah, that's good. George. Terrible, George. That's terrible.
Murray.
Ah, this is the good one. Brian, it's Brian.
Beatles.
Wow, that's amazing. Look at the McCartney's head.
Look at Lemon's nose.
The bug.
High quality.
He's actually good. He looks like him. Rod and God knows who.
Dixon again. The
others are coming in. Is that Hucknall? Yeah, there's a Hucknall there. Oh, Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
Look at that teacher. Janet Jackson.
Rhythm Nation era.
Yeah. Right.
Elton.
Back to Neil. Oh, Engelbert. That's Hucknall. Terrible. Madonna. Who do you reckon's the best?
I like the look of the Beatles.
Yeah,
Lennon and McCartney looked like them and sounded like them.
To be honest, I like Bassey, even though she was the first one. I think Hucknall's one of the worst. He's just got the hat and the hair, but nothing else. He's moving more like Joe Cocker.
Didn't get a chance to listen to him. Engelbert Humperdinck is actually playing himself somehow in that.
Waitwood Sorley reckons that fake Christopher Berg was at a birthday meal he went to a few years ago and was a bit of a dick. Interesting.
So has he been introduced at some point in the proceedings? Here is
fake Christopher
Berg for a living.
Honestly, I've encountered what do you call them, tribute acts, and some of them do have big egos. Some of them have convinced themselves they are the act they're a tribute to if they've been doing
Yeah.
it long enough, and they act quite aloof and egotistical as a result. But maybe it's method acting. I don't know.
I don't know. Well, Nick Hook described it as a hate crime. No one
Lady
said this was
Sponge
going
Cake
to be
says
easy.
Tom Jones was Chinese, potentially
Fucking hell.
racist, and she could be right. Is
was
that
this-
Gary
was it-
Glitter?
There was a Chinese Stevie Wonder, wasn't there, or something that was on? It went viral a few years ago. Or was it? It was a Greek one. Oh, no, I can't remember. It was really wrong though. It was really wrong. So there we are. That's Stars in Their Eyes from 1992. How about that? We haven't got anybody coming on.
Anyone who wants to come on and share how their Christmas has been
No,
going
I
so
haven't.
far?
I haven't sent the link out this time.
All right.
I felt as though it was possibly potentially too dangerous. What with drink having been taken,
People might be pissed
in
up.
certain homes for hours and hours.
Feel free in the comments to tell us any detail of your Christmas day so far. Do you have a mother-in-law who said anything annoying to you? Has anyone got a mother-in-law who's more annoying than mine? If you've got any examples of any in-law who's irritated you today.
Have you encountered Sam's mother-in-law in real life and been
in the wild?
intensely annoyed by her?
Yeah, quite possible.
Give us a call. Get in touch. Chris Dockel says, did anyone see the carols from Westminster last night with a young prince singing in the choir? Is that a young prince as in Prince Nelson Rogers or one of the actual princes from the royal family?
Little Prince Archie, the royal prince.
Yeah, don't know about that.
Did you watch the King's speech?
Didn't. No, I slept through it.
No. Would it be on iPlayer? I might watch it later. I had high hopes for it. This year. I reckon he's going to be really on form. Apparently, he was doing it in a different venue to usual. I'm not doing it in the palace. I've got a couple of fresh ideas, freshen things, shake things up a bit.
I thought you were going to say he's going to do it in a different voice.
I'm going to do it in a different voice, and I'm going to do it. I'm thinking of doing it outside on location, walking along. You know, like that video, The Verve. What was it called? Bittersweet Symphony. I'm going to fucking do it like that. I'm going to be walking through Hounslow Market.
I'll do it like the Fat Les version. It'll be like funny. There'll be people trying to punch me that, and I'll roundhouse them. Be great.
It'll be fun. People want fun. People want fun. I've been saying this for years to my mum. It's Christmas Day. People want fun. They won't be walking along, meeting people, doing things. Have you seen that fucking video of Dennis Waterman when he was doing I Could Be So Good For You? He's in the market. He's picking up apples, chucking things about, pinching birds on the arse. That's what people want to see.
Oh, I tell you what, ITV got it right today. They had Minder on the Orient Express repeated on ITV for the 2-hour special.
I forgot about that. That was a Christmas one, wasn't it, Mike?
That's good tape, I tell you that. That's going on when Gavin and Stacey's on later on.
I'm watching that for sure.
Hell.
Yeah.
We've got the Christmas message direct from the ether from David Bowie.
Oh, let's see that then.
So let's have that now.
To deliver my Christmas Day message. Hello, David Bowie here, coming to you directly from heaven, or maybe I'm in hell. Actually, it's none of your business. I just wanted to deliver my Christmas Day message to you all. Basically, just keep doing what you're doing as long as no one is getting hurt. Don't put stuff up your bum hole unless you're sure you can get it out again. Not even for fun. You don't want to put extra strain on the hospitals at this time of year. I think that's about all I can think of for now. Hope you're having a satisfactory Christmas. TTFN then, and remember that thing I said about your bum holes.
Yeah, David Bowie. With
wise words as ever.
I don't think you'll get anything as wise as that from the King. Or maybe you will, I don't know. He did deliver a message about putting stuff up with bum holes. Who knows?
At this time of year, my wife and I enjoy inserting objects into people's anal passages.
We like to put the little figures from the Monopoly set up there, one at a time. See how many we can put up there.
I have the battleship up mine, and Camilla has a top hat up hers.
And the little dog, the little Scotty dog.
Woof, woof.
Of course, we do have access to private healthcare if anything goes wrong. So, unlike the rest of you
There's a
cunts,
fucking cracking booper just up the road.
24
Yeah,
hours,
be there,
24/7,
be there in
Christmas
5
Day the lot.
minutes, especially with the motorbike fucking cordon. Chris Curry. Whoa, have you seen Chris Curry?
What's
He
Chris
said, my
Curry
mother-in-law is an absolute cunt. Not even in a jovial way, a cunt. And he's gone for the caps lock on the second use of the word cunt. That's pretty strong. I feel for you, Chris. I can feel, I don't even, you know, I think I can feel everything I need to feel from that. I don't need to ask any questions. I don't want to know the details. I just feel bad for you.
I assume this applies to you, Sam. I assume because you've got a good wife, but also to Chris Curry. Is there a huge differential between the conduct of the mother-in-law and the conduct of the good wife? And you're certain that she will not morph into the mother-in-law?
Oh yeah, I'm certain because
she's aware of the
worst thing you could ever say to my wife, and believe me, I've said it once, and I will never say it again. Is in the course of an argument say something like, "Do you know what? You're just like your mum sometimes," and that is, she is very aware of her mum's shortcomings, let's say. But one thing that she does do, and I'd be interested to know from Chris if he's in a similar situation or anyone, is that she does do what I call an Arsene Wenger when it comes to her mum on days like this. So her mum will say or do something absolutely outrageously rude and upsetting. And I'll be like this, you know, you'll have a little confab in the kitchen. I'll go, did you hear what she just fucking said? And my wife will go, what? And I go, your mum just said, did you hear that? She go, didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Well, she said it. I'm not saying she didn't. I'm not saying she did. You call me a liar. I'm not. Didn't say that. I'm neither saying that I saw that I heard it or I didn't hear it. I'm just saying I wasn't there, so I can't. I don't know. There was nothing I could do to react.
Amateur player. Sorry, that's come on too early.
Okay.
I'm pissing about with the settings.
Yeah, she'll on a day like today to keep the peace, and I understand that she'll pull the Arsene Wenger card a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, that's something you just days like this with in-laws and stuff. Sometimes you just got to get through it. I mean, I got to do it tomorrow with my dad and various people, but at least tomorrow, it's harder to do the buffet and nap system, which you know, I mean, it's a well-established system. I'm not saying I invented it, but I would say that I've done a lot to promote it around this time of year, haven't I? And I'll be obviously doing that tomorrow because we'll be at my mum's house, and there'll be a lot of people there, and it'll be fucking crowded. So I'll be straight in. You're 4 minutes maximum circulation time before I'm up in the back bedroom, right?
Yeah.
But you can't do that at your own house so easily, Andy. You can't.
This is it. I did it. No problem. Do you want to see a picture of me dinner?
Yeah, I'd love to. Oh, that looks fucking... What are the red things on the right? Are they tomatoes? Oh, carrots. For a minute, I thought you'd roasted some tomatoes on the side. I thought, fucking pervert.
There it is. It was great. And I had a nap afterwards. Well earned. I had a nap. That's just me here. The kids are coming at about 5:30.
Oh, so you'll have a nice evening with the chocolates and a bit of telly then. That's the best bit. It's best bit. You know what the best bit is for me? Morning present, blah, blah, blah. And evening chill. And this year, usually my mother-in-law stays over, yeah? She'll like stay. I've fucking no idea why. But I can't really relax when she's there. She'll talk, whatever you want to watch on telly, she'll talk all the way through it. And then in the morning on Boxing Day, I stay in my room till she's gone. Straight up.
Pretend to be asleep.
Yeah, until I hear her go. Sometimes she doesn't leave till midday, right? But this year I've kiboshed it. I said, look, I've been putting up with this now for 20 years, the old Christmas Day sleepover. Enough's enough. She only lives around the corner, fuck's sake.
Oh, well, there you go. You can walk her home.
No, she can drive. I said, why does she always stay the night? And my missus goes, oh, because she apparently she says it's because she likes a drink. I said, that's fucking funny. Because without fail, this woman will always go to me at any family event. Sam, wine? And I go, no, I don't drink. No, and she goes, really? Are you driving? And I go, no, I just don't drink. Don't you?
To this day, still.
Yeah, to this day. It's a power play. And I go, no, I don't drink. I'm an alcoholic. And she goes, oh, and then she does this one. She doesn't respond to that. She goes, I don't really drink either. I mean, I'll take it or leave it. I've never been someone who struggled with drink. I'll have maybe a drink, one drink a month.
I never got to the point where I needed to stop.
Yeah, exactly. All that shit, right? And it's like, Why do you need to do? Why do you need to say that? It's just like it is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, but then apparently she has to stay at my house because she likes to have a drink. So I fucking remember. I said, oh, it don't matter. You don't drink anyway. You can drive yourself home, can't you?
Two things here, right? The overarching thing here is that she's not paying attention. She doesn't know that you don't drink after how many years it's been.
She doesn't know how I
Secondly,
move.
she doesn't know. She's never seen you move. Never seen you move.
Yeah.
Not paying attention. It's all on her. Nothing to do with you.
She's someone who has never once in the 3 decades I've known her asked one single question ever to me or anyone else. Do you know people like that? They never ask a question.
Yeah.
Don't trust people who don't ask questions when you're conversing with them.
Yeah.
Right?
I do know people like that.
Tell me it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to ask as many questions as me. I'm a pro.
Just
right?
one or two. Yeah.
Just ask, show some interest.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
People who don't ask questions are fucking wrong uns, and she doesn't ask
Totally
ask a question in her life. She's got a keyboard without a question mark on it. She's taped over it. She's taped over the fucking question mark on her keyboards.
I thought this half hour would be fun, but it's gone in a different direction.
Psychodrama.
Never mind. Hey, Chris Shaw wants to see the Wham Top. Anything for Chris Shaw? There it is.
Fucking great.
That was Primark about 10 years ago, and it's still going strong.
I really liked watching the Last Christmas documentary, but I did feel that the stuff with them, with the old pals back there, parts of that I thought went on too long, but still, I preferred the archive.
You think there should have been a bit more of the deep dives that we did into it? Possibly.
I thought they should have televised that, or at least they could have taken some of those bits for free from us and padded it out.
Yeah, I'd agree. Can I just show you some of the books I got for Christmas in just to fill some time in, and also as book recommendations? There we have a photo to look at. First of all, Whatever Happened to Slade?
Oh, that's good. I haven't heard of that.
Biography of Slade.
That's great.
How about that?
Did you get that today?
I did. I got this today.
That's a really good one.
Sunday Times book of the year. Don Powell of Slade says, "This is the new Slade Bible."
Wow.
There we are. Second, I'm sticking with 70s pop music. It's the Book of ABBA, Melancholy Undercover.
Wow.
Great new biography with exclusive interviews with the group. That just came out early this year. Supposed to be very, very good. David Peace has given it a quote on the back.
Oh, wow.
David Peace.
Of all men.
He doesn't repeat himself either. He just says the Book of ABBA, Melancholy Undercover, is not only a fantastic book about ABBA, but one of the best books of the year, full stop. So
Benny and Bjorn and Benny, Benny and Bjorn, Agneta.
The other one.
Yeah.
I've got this.
I watched 1978 Top of the Pops on the iPlayer, Christmas Top of the Pops. I thought 1978, I remember we did a tune machine about 78, and it was a particularly strong year.
Yeah.
But it was awful because there was none of the sort of fun party stuff in the studio. It was just Noel in a tiny little office doing like kind of weird gags all obviously. It wasn't like Top of the Pops. I thought, this is so weird. It was weirdly depressing. And then I worked it out. I bet there was a strike. So
there was a strike.
There was a strike. So
on.
It's a weird one for BBC to have decided to run because it's basically the worst Christmas Top of the Pops of all time. But the Noel, the only thing that you can watch it for is that there is some truly appalling Noel play. Like that some of the Noel play is like really, it's entry level Noel play. So it's kind of worth watching, but actually it's like astounding.
He's got some, hasn't he got some videotape wrapped around his neck or something like that?
Yeah. He's doing it's just awful. Like the gags are like, and then I said to my wife, I said, me and Andy have just been watching fucking House Party 91. I said, and the gags are exactly the same. And there's like, what's that? There's like 13 years in between.
Yeah.
They just don't make any sense.
But in broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. I've used the same gag writer since 1972. And believe me, it gets laughs.
Billy Connolly, the accidental artist, collection of his artworks, drawings, paintings. I'm trying to show it in the camera. But, that's lovely.
Wonderful.
That's half price on Amazon today. It's down to 13 quid.
Right.
So if you want to spend your book token on that, that's good. And I got this finally by a guy called Johnny Trunk, who does lots of archive stuff. And this is called Audio Erotica. And it's basically old adverts for audio equipment like headphones and stereos.
Johnny Trunk.
Sam,
I recognize that name.
Yeah, he's been around for a while. He's done loads of stuff. But Yeah, if you're into old hi-fi adverts, it's just porn basically.
Yeah, because my wife got me a print today of there was a vintage clothes shop when we were like sort of kids in the 80s called Flip in Covent Garden that I was like obsessed with, and that
There's
she's
one in
like,
Newcastle as well.
and she
Flip,
found an ad for it online and bought it for me framed that I'll probably put up in the Vita Modular. And I said, "Where'd you get this?" And I think it might does that make sense? It would have been off Johnny Trunk. Does he sell things like that?
Probably.
Yeah, that's weird. I hadn't heard of this cunt until today. Now suddenly he comes up twice.
Get it on.
Oh, that looks good. What's it called again?
Advertising it. What's it? What?
That book. What's it
The
called?
book's called Audio Erotica.
Yeah, I'm going to get that.
There you are. So that's that. That's the books. What we got? Edmonds. I was going to say Edmonds was a scab that year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Top of the pops.
Yeah.
Nigel Adderley points at 78, 79, both BBC and ITV had massive strikes. I remember them. I remember ITV when it came back. Fucking hell. We were all on tenterhooks. We had no BBC for weeks. Some people, of course, weren't allowed to watch ITV. The middle classes. Weren't allowed to watch it. It was vulgar. Just quickly looking through some of the comments, if there's anything for us to deal with this. Alan Brown. Andy, I met you at the Bob Dylan gig. I remember that. I was wondering if you enjoyed meeting me and my pal or whether it was horrendous for you. No, I enjoyed it. It's always nice seeing a lot of people who like the podcasts. Always nice. I don't know whether I seemed aloof or scared. I don't know. But no, I was.
You do sometimes get out your smelling salts, don't you? But people shouldn't read much into that. He does that anyway, whether he's talking to normal people or not.
Go to the ground and go into the fetal position and just roll around on the floor for a couple of minutes. But it's all right. It's all right. Anything else we can say?
Someone says, Wayne McSorley asks, does your mother-in-law and the osteopath Rob McDonald get on, Sam? They sound like a perfect couple. Interestingly, no, they don't like each other. But that's like two kind of forces. I suppose the only thing they've got in common is that they love to torment me. So maybe they should get together and compare notes.
Alan's confirmed I was very pleasurable, so that's good. As was the gig. I'm sure you'll confirm, Alan. It was brilliant seeing Bob Dylan in near darkness, stumbling out behind his big piano and completely reinterpreting all of his songs. I think Bob Dylan is one of the funniest musicians of all time. He's hilarious, but he seems to have a near humorless fan base, which is weird.
Strange, isn't it? Do you know who loves Bob Dylan? Do you know who loves Bob Dylan?
Theo.
No.
One
more guess.
Rod McDonald.
No. One more guess. No. My mother-in-law.
And Run Rig.
She's got a fucking huge poster of Bob Dylan in her house framed. And I said, you going to go and see that new Bob Dylan film?
Yeah.
She went, no. And I said, why not? She went, I know all his songs. I don't need to hear them sung by some actor. It's her favourite artist of all time. I was only saying it because it was trying to make conversation. She was like, what would I see that for?
Well, that just proves my point, doesn't it? It proves my point, doesn't it? He is objectively hilarious, Bob Dylan. Like, you hear anecdotes about him, and he's a fucking hilarious man.
He had that problem with his neighbours, didn't he?
He has.
With the Portaloos.
What was that?
He had a problem with his neighbours quite recently. I'm sure we covered it on the pod a few years ago.
I can't remember that.
There was one of his neighbours, either he or his neighbours had Portaloos in their back garden, and he started a massive legal case against them.
Right.
He said that the smell of shit was drifting over into his home from their
fair
toilet.
enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but it might have been the other way around. I'm not sure. I heard two versions.
Yeah. But yeah, Alan enjoyed the gig. It's very good, but I was worried about his mobility. Yeah, me too. And the crowd was very plain looking. Yeah, he's just got an absolutely humorless fan base, but he's hilarious. Anything else we want to talk about? We want to keep people for too long at this Christmas Day thing. We might do again next year. Don't know.
Yeah.
All right, I think.
People seem in the comments, people seem to be pleased that we've done it, and it's our pleasure to do it, believe me. It's nice to connect with everyone, with the community on Christmas Day, and you're all more than welcome. Thanks for joining us and listening to our shit.
We've got even people from far and wide. Annie, Merry Christmas from Perth. We had Toad in the Hole and After It cheesecake. Gifted myself Turbo subscription for Christmas. Delighted to log on
Fantastic idea.
just to say, if you're watching one of these for the first time, if you are IFS Turbo, we do one of these a month just for the Turbo subscribe. Just saying it's a good little gift for yourself.
It's a great vibe.
Feeling generous.
Usually on other days, like listeners, audience members come on screen with us and we have a little chat. And sometimes they show us things, nothing unsavory or sexual,
Nothing
just
below the
like
waist.
bring items or whatever, spoons, that sort of stuff.
John Sherman, can we talk about the Evans Chisnell classic the other night in the darts? I'm still unable to talk about it, John. I might watch it again tonight. So good was it.
I'll be seeing you. Oh, I still owe you money for darts tickets. I'll give you that later.
Nice one.
Yeah.
Was going to have to send another invoice out, but I know you've said that. That's
yeah, and I know the wording that you put on your invoices as well. It's quite intimidating.
You've got 7 days, basically.
yeah.
The bit in Elton John's autobiography where he's gacked up and he thinks Bob Dylan is his gardener.
Wonderful.
All right, we'll wrap it up there, but we've got a bit extra entertainment if you want to stick around for the next 9 minutes. Sam, you can introduce what it is because you
well, I put this on the Turbo yesterday, but for anyone I put it on Patreon. If anyone who's not a Patreon subscriber and didn't get to see it, this is a panto that I made on my TV show, the now permanently rested Sam Delaney's News Thing, back in Christmas 2017. It is satirical, it is stupid, it is rubbish, but it does star Ken Livingstone as Widow Twankey, Paul Danan as Bernier, the EU negotiator, and it is Dirty Den, aka Leslie Grantham's last ever television performance. Plus, I play a Victorian orphan. So if any of that sounds like fun, stick around and watch this.
Watch that. There's Oscar Barkins. Must be someone near the door. We will say, if you've just joined this halfway through, you click on the link again, and it'll be able to watch in full from the beginning, or watch catch up. Send the link to your mates. People can watch it later on. It's not just a live thing and then gone. It's like Christmas. It's forever. So thanks very much for listening, and we'll leave you with Dirty Den Saves Britain. Woo! Cheerio. Goodbye.
Merry Christmas. Bye. Bye.
Our company present their satirical seasonal pantomime. It's beginning to look a lot like Brexitmas.
Well, viewers, it's going to be a shit Christmas for me this year. Helen and the kids are jetted off to Fuerteventura with her new Pilates teacher, Jesus. Looks like I'll be stuck with my godmother, Widow Ken Livingstone, and a crappy socialist Christmas.
Look, Christmas was invented by Thatcher back in the 1980s so she could privatise religion and enslave us with toxic consumerism.
Oh, yawn. Look, Widow Livingstone, toxic consumerism is what this time of year is all about, for fuck's sake, you daft bastard. Now, have you got me anything or not?
I've got your wonderful present of socialist enlightenment given to me by the people of London, this wonderful old humble brass lamp when I was leader of the GLC.
A brass bloody lamp. That is a rubbish present. This is going to be the shittest Christmas ever. Right, you know what? I hate socialist Christmas. What I wouldn't give for a good old-fashioned Thatcherite Christmas, full of food and booze and 80s toys and, Dirty Den serving up divorce papers to Ange in the old Vic. And the Queen would be lovely. Oh, who the fuck are you?
I am the Lembit of the Lamp, and I am here to grant you 2 satirical wishes.
Yay! 2? Isn't it supposed to be 3?
Yes, Sam, but we all have to make cuts because of austerity measures.
That is a beautifully crafted satirical joke. Now, just give me a good old-fashioned consumerist Christmas like what we used to have in the 80s.
Very well. Then it shall be done by the power of Grayskull.
Shit the bed, it's Maggie Thatcher. played by Christine Hamilton.
I can't believe it. She's back. I'm melting. I'm melting.
Oh, no. Oh, yes. Widow Ken Livingstone is dead and socialism with him. She's back. Christmas is fucking saved.
That's right, dear boy. I have laid on a festival of grotesque consumerism.
Very good.
And materialistic joy.
Lovely.
And when it's all over, I shall sell Christmas to China.
Oh.
And I shall privatize desire.
Oh, dear. OK, well, look, we'll worry about that after Boxing Day, love. For now, let's rustle up a big, lovely turkey, some quality street, and stick Live and Let Die on the box, shall we?
But, Sam, you have betrayed your leftist values and summoned Thatcher just for the sake of your own materialistic gratification. Shut up. You must use your second wish to bring some joy back to the world.
All right. For my second wish, I wish... Oh, here's a good one. I wish Donald Trump was dead.
Very well. Let us have a Christmas miracle, size of an eagle.
Woo.
Behold, it is the grieving widow Melania Trump, who, if I can be honest, is rather fitter in person.
I don't think that kind of comment is appropriate in the current climate. Referring to my appearance is an act of sexist microaggression.
Of course. I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm only pulling your plonker, love. There's nothing wrong with a bit of saucy banter at Christmas.
This is perfect. Melania Trump is back on the market, only this time she's got a sexy northern accent, which makes her more sort of accessible to the likes of me. Take that, Helen.
Sorry, Sam. I prefer your magical pal here.
Bloody hell.
Oh, dear Sam. So sorry. It seems the lady's not for tanning.
Yeah,
Ho.
Very good. That was a very good joke, that. Very good. OK, for fuck's sake, this is a nightmare. Batcher's goes to dickhead. Melania's making eyes at the stupid genie. All right, I tell you what. Get lost, all of you lot. I'm going to make my final wish. I wish for a delicious turkey dinner, just like what my mum used to make.
It shall be done, monkey magic.
Wow, look at that. That's gorgeous, mate.
Oh, it's right there!
Oh, no, boys and girls. It's the mad European King, Jean-Claude Juncker.
Everybody stay where they are, OK? This turkey has been washed in chlorine. And the packaging doesn't say whether it is suitable for people with not a... It must be destroyed!
Oh, no! The EU have ruined Christmas.
Silence! We bureaucrats at the Celebritain must be punished for not adding EU red tape and regulation. So, we have passed a new binding law.
Oh, Jesus!
Okay,
What's this?
attends. We are banning Christmas in Britain forever! Oui.
Oh, no! All is lost! Who can save us now?
Hello, Princess.
It's only Dirty Den.
Arrête! Wait! What is that in your hand?
Oh, this, my sweet, is a letter from the people of Britain. We're getting divorced. And you're paying for it. Happy Christmas, Jean-Claude Juncker.
Hooray! Christmas saved by Dirty Den. And we finally left the EU. How could this day get any better? Christ on a bike, it's Jesus!
Hello, Sam.
Hello, Jesus.
I'm so moved by the spirit of Christmas that you may have captured. I have decided to grant you one more wish.
Oh.
Maybe you could that isn't divided along lines of race, class, gender, national entity.
Yes, well, you're right, Jesus. I could do that, but I've got a wish that's even better, boys and girls. I wish for a live performance in the Newsting studio by Earth's greatest pop performers, Little Mix.
But hold on, this is not the authentic Little Mix.
No, this is the UK's top Little Mix tribute act.
Are you all right, Jesus?
I just have snow in my mouth, and it's not evaporating into water for some reason.
Okay. You lost your touch.
This is the UK's top Little Mix tribute act, the Little Mix Experience. We couldn't afford the real thing due to austerity measures.
That's the second or third time we've used that joke, but, you know, it was great all the way through. Take it away, the Little Mix Experience, and Merry Christmas, everyone!